Royal weddings are among the most scrutinized events in the world. Every gesture is analyzed, every smile interpreted, every pause replayed endlessly. These ceremonies are meant to symbolize stability, unity, and tradition, yet they are still, at their core, deeply human events. In today's countdown, we're exploring the moments when that polished royal image briefly fractured. Not scandals, not gossip, but genuine, awkward instances that revealed emotion, tension, or vulnerability on a global stage. These moments didn't ruin the weddings. In many ways, they made them unforgettable. This is top 8 most awkward moments that happened at royal weddings. At number 8, the forgotten wedding ring at Prince William and Catherine's wedding, 2011. It was one of the most watched ceremonies of the modern era, unfolding inside Westminster Abbey with almost impossible precision. Yet amid the grandeur, a small but noticeable hiccup occurred. Prince William appeared momentarily unsure of what to do with Catherine's wedding ring. As the Archbishop guided the vows, William hesitated, briefly fumbling before placing the ring on Kate's finger. The pause was subtle, but cameras caught it instantly. Social media buzzed within minutes. What made the moment awkward wasn't the mistake itself, but the contrast, a future king momentarily undone by nerves. In hindsight, it felt less embarrassing and more endearing. A reminder that even under centuries of royal tradition, a groom can still feel overwhelmed by the weight of the moment. At number 7, Princess Diana's incorrect vows, 1981. Princess Diana's wedding to Prince Charles was framed as a fairy tale, watched by millions around the world. But during the vows, Diana made a mistake that echoed louder than intended. She accidentally reversed Charles's names, calling him Philip Charles Arthur George instead of Charles Philip Arthur George. The slip was minor, but in the rigid structure of royal ceremony, it stood out sharply. At the time, the moment was brushed aside as nerves. In retrospect, it has taken on a more symbolic tone, an early sign that perfection was an illusion. The awkwardness lay not in the error itself, but in how it quietly foreshadowed a marriage that would struggle beneath public expectation. At number 6, Prince Harry's nervous lip-biting during the vows, 2018. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding was celebrated for its warmth and modernity. But during the vows, Harry's emotions nearly overtook him. As Meghan approached the altar, cameras captured Harry biting his lip repeatedly, visibly overwhelmed. It was a raw, unscripted display of emotion, but in a setting that traditionally values composure. Some viewers found the moment deeply touching. Others labeled it awkward, unpolished, even inappropriate by royal standards. Yet that tension between tradition and authenticity defined the entire ceremony. The discomfort wasn't a flaw, it was the price of emotional honesty in a world built on restraint. At number 5, Queen Elizabeth II's stone-faced expression at Charles and Diana's wedding, 1981. Few images from royal weddings are analyzed more than the expressions of senior royals. At Charles and Diana's wedding, Queen Elizabeth II's demeanor became a subject of fascination. While the crowd celebrated and Diana radiated youthful excitement, the Queen remained composed, almost severe. Cameras lingered on her unsmiling expression, and commentators speculated endlessly. The awkwardness wasn't about disapproval, but perception. In a moment designed for joy, emotional neutrality felt jarring to modern audiences. Yet within royal culture, restraint is a language of its own. What appeared awkward to viewers was simply monarchy operating as it always had. At number 4, Princess Eugenie's dress revelation surprise, 2018. Princess Eugenie's wedding dress carried a deeply personal message, one that unexpectedly shifted the tone of the ceremony. Her gown featured a low back, deliberately revealing scars from childhood scoliosis surgery. The moment was powerful, but also surprising, especially in such a traditional setting. Some commentators praised the bold vulnerability. Others felt the reveal created an uncomfortable pause in the ceremony's visual flow. Guests and viewers alike seemed momentarily unsure how to react. The awkwardness came from disruption. a break in expectation. Yet it also marked a shift in royal fashion symbolism, proving that personal truth could coexist with tradition, even if it unsettled audiences at first. At number 3, Charlene of Monaco's tearful exit, 2011. Princess Charlene's wedding to Prince Albert of Monaco was visually stunning, yet emotionally complicated. As she exited the ceremony, cameras captured Charlene wiping away tears. The images spread instantly, sparking intense speculation. Was she overwhelmed, unhappy, afraid? The awkwardness wasn't in the emotion itself, but in the silence surrounding it. No explanation was offered, leaving the public to fill the gaps. In a setting meant to radiate joy, visible sorrow felt deeply uncomfortable. Over time, many have reconsidered the moment as one of pressure rather than regret, the emotional weight of entering a lifelong public role. Still, the footage remains one of the most debated royal wedding moments of the 21st century. At number 2, Meghan Markle's solo walk down the aisle, 2018. When Meghan Markle began her walk down the aisle alone, it marked a historic departure from royal tradition. Halfway through, Prince Charles joined her, a compromise that left viewers unsure of how to interpret the moment. The transition was visually and emotionally unusual. Some praised the independence and modern symbolism. Others found the shift awkward, unsure whether it reflected absence, intention, or improvisation. The moment mattered because it challenged expectations. Royal weddings thrive on continuity, and when that rhythm breaks, even meaningfully, it creates discomfort. That discomfort, however, also signaled evolution. At number 1, Prince Charles's whisper to Diana at the altar, 1981. The most haunting, awkward moment in royal wedding history wasn't a mistake, it was a whisper. As Diana approached the altar, Prince Charles reportedly murmured, "You look wonderful," before the vows. Harmless on its surface, the comment later took on a painful resonance, given his ongoing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. At the time, the moment passed unnoticed. Years later, it became symbolic of emotional distance and unspoken truth. The awkwardness lies not in what was said, but in what remained unsaid, and how history reframed the moment entirely. Royal weddings are designed to symbolize perfection, but their most enduring moments are often the imperfect ones. The pauses, the nerves, the tears, these glimpses of humanity cut through the spectacle and remind us that behind the crowns are people navigating extraordinary pressure. Awkwardness in royal history is rarely failure. It's vulnerability caught on camera. And sometimes, those unscripted seconds tell us more about love, duty, and tradition than any flawless procession ever could. This has been Royal Fashion Files, where history isn't just worn, it's felt.